Okay, I've set my phone up against my GoPro because my GoPro is not working, and I really hope it doesn't fall over. So today I want to try a couple of different things. First of all, I want to use a MAC brush of mine. It's a duo fiber foundation brush. It's a little one. Usually you can find them, you know, quite a bit larger, but this is what we're gonna go with today. And I'm gonna use the NARS Natural Radiant foundation in, it's hard to see the writing on the sample pack I got. It could be Deauvill or Deauvill or Dreamville, whatever shade that seems to be. So this is about as much as I have left. Hopefully it's enough, and I'm just gonna use my stippling brush, like so. And just like the beauty blender, we're gonna go and I'm just gonna swipe this on my face, sort of where I wanna put it. And again, I always like to get a little bit more through this area where I have discoloration. And then with the brush, we're just gonna buff it in. All right, so not bad. Couple of things. Duo fiber brush. I don't love that it does leave some markings, so you can sort of see some lines. May not be as smooth as I'd like. On the positive side, it gets into the corners of my eyes a lot better, into the corners of my nose, so I'm able to stipple it in a lot easier. I think what I'd like to do is I'm actually gonna use a dry beauty blender. I'm probably not gonna use that one. Let's use, this one's a little bit harder. I'm just gonna use it dry, and I'm just gonna smooth it in a little bit more. So I'm just gonna press it into the skin and see how it sits. Now, I did not use a primer. I don't always use primers, especially if I'm just going out for a little bit. Yeah, so that just helps sort of push the product into my skin. So I do like this foundation a lot. I think it's a really nice tone for my skin. You can definitely see the natural radiant effect to it. I am very flat right now, but that's very common for your first layer. So next up, we're gonna do brows. In my last video, I showed you how I do my brows. So I'm just gonna stop the video and do them on the side, and then we'll come back and work on the eyes. All right, eyebrows on. So here we go. I'm gonna be using this beautiful MAC palette. I'm sure talking behind this doesn't help at all. And my original plan was to use some of these guys across the top. So they're nice sort of warm, mauvey, pinky neutral tones, which I really like. So I'm gonna go in with the lightest one here, just to set my base. So as you guys know, I always like to put a little of a natural base underneath my shadows, just to set everything almost like a primer. And this is just gonna go all over the lid. Done. Step 2, we're gonna find ourselves a clean, I'm also wiping it off on a paper towel, crease brush. So little fluffy crease brush. I'm gonna go in with, now the problem with this palette is a lot of them are shimmers. So I'm gonna go in with something a little bit darker. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go in with this guy right here. A little bit darker than I would normally go to. for my first crease shade, but it's gonna get buffed out a lot, so I think we'll be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place this in the crease very gently. And then I'm gonna buff it out with a lighter color because I want a really nice natural look. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is with the same brush, I'm gonna use this guy right here. So it's a really soft pink, and I'm just gonna go over what I've set down and blend it out a little bit. That's it, super simple. On my lids, I'm gonna go in with a nice shimmer. So I'm gonna use this guy up here. And I'm gonna put this all over my eyelid, so the upper lid, all over this part. That's that. Next up, we're gonna start working the under eye. I'm gonna grab angled brush. I'm gonna go into that first color, that dark color again. So this one right here. I don't have the names. They might be on the back, but if you have the palette and you want to follow along, then awesome. If not, you can kind of figure it out by the colors. So we're gonna put this just on that lower lash line. And then just like I did on the upper, I'm gonna go in with the soft pink and I'm gonna buff out under my eye. And now in my inner corner, I'm gonna use a little detailing brush. It's like a little pencil tip brush. And I'm gonna use the shimmer that I put on my lid. I'm gonna place that on the inner corners and bring it down just underneath. So we're gonna go in here and then drag it just under here. And I'm just gonna pull it down a little bit more. Okay, so it just brightens the eyes a little bit. Next up, we've got mascara. So I'm gonna throw that on and I'll be right back. Okie dokie, mascara is on. Vice, get away from my brushes. Say hi. Hi. So now I'm gonna go in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. So it's perfect, it's gonna go with the foundation. I'm gonna place this under my eyes. I'm just gonna do under eye today. And then I'm gonna be blending it out with this guy. So it's actually more of a blending brush for eyeshadow, but I don't mind using it to get into the corners and just pulling the concealer down. So I'm gonna go in with this and then I'm gonna blend it out. So you can really see how nice and brightening this concealer is. I love it. I love this concealer. So to set that in place, just because it is, you know, it's somewhat tacky, not horribly, but it does need a minute to settle. I'm going to use a little bit of my Makeup Forever setting powder. So I'm just going to dump it into its lid. And I'm going to use this beauty blender to spread it under my eye. All right, powder is done. Moving right along, a little bit of bronzer for today. So I am gonna do under my cheekbones and up onto my forehead, more or less a contour. We've got my Too Faced Chocolate Matte. And if you've ever used Too Faced products, a lot of them are scented. So if you are sensitive to smells, maybe not your thing. I love it, so yeah. And I found my Kat Von D contour brush. So this is the contour side, this is the highlight side. I'll usually use this for under eye powder. I actually just kind of forgot about it a second ago. So we're gonna go and dip into the Chocolate Matte by Too Faced. And we're gonna do a swipe just under the cheekbone. And then we're gonna go up onto the forehead, down the nose, and under the chin. And with this, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take a little bit more product and I'm gonna start buffing it in. All right, I am good with that. For blush today, I have an old Dior blush. So this is one of the ones, it's called Rosy Glow. And essentially it has to use, it uses like your natural color, so to speak, and adapts to your skin. So I don't really understand this. I haven't looked into the science behind it, but I don't really understand how that can work when you have foundation on. But I do like the pink tone to it. And it does go on pretty strongly. So I'm just gonna do a little dab and it's just gonna go on the apples. So this part of the cheeks. I just dab it on. So it's a very dewy look, which I really like. And then for highlighter today, I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty. I took out my Jeffree Star one that I wanted to use, but unfortunately my animals smashed it into 1,000 pieces. I tried to set it and it didn't work, so Fenty it is. I wouldn't mind having a highlighter with less peachy tone to it. The one from Jeffree Star is Sarcophagus and it's a little bit more golden. So I would have liked something like that for today. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this little highlighty brush and we're gonna put this on tops of the cheeks. Oh, it's so beautiful. Absolutely love this highlighter. I think it's so sexy. This whole look I really like. It's kind of got that soft, sexy, like natural glow going, and that's really what I like when it comes to makeup. I don't like heavy, crazy, dramatic, dark eyes, eyeliner, fake eyelashes. This is just like, you know, enhance your natural beauty and just let yourself come through. For lips, I'm gonna use a maybe Fenty. I hear things. No, you know what? I'm gonna use my Dior lipstick. I just have to go get it because it's around the corner. I'll be right back. Okay, so for my lips, I'm gonna use this Dior gloss. It's Dior Addict Ultra Gloss 553. It comes with more of like a paintbrush. So it's not a doe foot like a Jeffree Star. It's not a liquid lipstick, it's a straight up gloss. And I just like it because, again, it adds that natural glow. So I'm not putting a color on my lips, I'm just enhancing what I already have. That's that. Last step is going to be my setting spray. I just like to have it on in case I happen to go shopping and try a shirt on. That way there's less transfer. So as usual, it's an Urban Decay one. This is De-Slick Oil Control. I'm going to use that dry, hard beauty blender, and I'm just going to stipple it back in. All right, so that's it for my face. Hair today, I haven't really decided. It's clean, but a little disastrous. I think I might have to leave it up. Or I can brush it out and just leave it off to the side. I've actually been thinking about maybe cutting my hair. A friend of mine suggested it the other day. She saw a picture I posted and it looked like my hair was a bob. I don't know, I've always done bobs and then regretted it. You guys can leave a comment, let me know what you think. So hair for today, undecided. I think with my roots, we may be safer to just go with. Can you guys hear that? That's my dog making hilarious sounds. She's snorting at me. I think she knows I'm gonna leave soon and she's unimpressed. I think we might just stick with a nice little ponytail. You know, that might be excessive. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to do was talk about this cute little replica by Maison Margiela, these scents. I got this last year actually, well, not a year ago, but probably actually it may have just been the summer, last summer that I got it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different scents. I'm just gonna read them out to you so you guys know. So Flower Market, Jazz Club, Beach Walk, Promenade in the Gardens, Lazy Sunday Morning, Music Festival, Sailing Day, At the Barber's, By the Fireplace, Lipstick On. Now, I can tell you, the ones that I've tried are Jazz Club, At the Barber's, Fireplace, and Lipstick On. They're the ones that have the less floral, more spicy scents that I absolutely adore. Now, today is Sunday, so I'm gonna try this Lazy Sunday. So this is what it looks like again. I think Lazy Sunday is up here. Now, it does not say what they smell like, so the tones, oh, hard to get out. I need something sharp. Perfect. So I had a mascara one, like a disposable one. I don't remember it being that hard to get these out. Here we go. Oh. Okay. So this one has a strong scent, very perfume-like. It smells like there's quite a bit of alcohol in this one. I'm gonna let this sit for a sec and see what happens. I wouldn't say floral. Oh my gosh, it smells clean. It smells really, really clean, like fresh laundry. With a hint with a hint of a flower. So yeah, there is a little tiny bit of floral. I like this. So I'm not someone who goes for florals very often or ever. This is crisp and fresh. It literally smells like today, like the feeling of the cold air outside, but the sun is bright. I like this scent. Okay, so that's Lazy Sunday by Replica, Maison Margiela. So I'm gonna go rock this. I'm gonna go to the mall. I gotta pick up a scented candle for my condo. I gotta go get groceries. I gotta stay away from IKEA because there are things that I want from there, but I don't need from there, and I need to not be spending so much money. Of course, I'm gonna go into Sephora, see what's happening. Maybe I'll get some samples to review. We shall see. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've got a couple of different Instagram handles. We've got Snippertron if you're into training at all. Basically just like an inside look at my training, my dog, Feist, and whatever random shit I decide to put up. I've got Snip Styles MUA, which is specific to this, so fashion makeup, that's it. And then I have Sarah's Closet 613. So if you guys like my style, it's very often that I'll only wear an item of clothing once or maybe twice. I don't spend a lot of money on my items, but I do like to switch it up often. So anything that I may have worn once or maybe not even at all, I put up for sale for very good pricing on Instagram. So if you're in the Ottawa area, you're able to pick it up at my condo or at my place of work. So thanks again for watching, guys. Give it a like, so that's a thumbs up. Press that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram, and if you think I did a good job, leave a comment. If you think I need to improve on something, leave a comment. Please don't be rude. And share and care. Thanks, guys. Till next time.